Hello, everybody. Welcome back to some Fallout 4. Picking up where we left off, we are with Paladin Danse, and we're going to head south and clear a couple more locations. What is that location? Oh, that must be what that one looks like then. But anyway, I got two locations to clear for this part, and that's probably all we're going to do. I mean, obviously, we'll see how it goes. If they are a lot smaller than I thought, then we'll do more. And considering that this is not a building with an indoor area, I am going to assume that it is in fact not going to take as long. Alright, anyway. So yeah, this is the Greater Mass Blood Clinic. Oh, good lord. Fucking bugs, man.
Good work. Don't
take the meat
behind. If you have
the stuff from. Oh, really? That was all you needed, was to kill a couple things?
Hey.
Need something? Do you want to have that talk now?
Go on.
I appreciate your time. This isn't a formal meeting. I simply want to clear the air. I think we may have gotten off on the wrong foot when we first met, and I feel like I owe you an apology. Expecting you to embrace the standards of the Brotherhood without having a history with us was unfair. And given that you've adjusted so well to our beliefs, I don't think I needed to push so hard.
So there is a human being under all that power armor after all.
Sometimes I need a reminder, but yes, there is. When I was an initiate, my sponsor was Paladin Krieg, toughest squad leader I ever served with. He was a model soldier, embodying the values every trainee was striving to achieve. Fiercely loyal, secure in his beliefs, and brave to a fault. From the moment I was assigned to his squad, I was singled out. It felt like he was pushing me harder than the rest of the team. I fought by his side for years, and we had some seriously close calls. But he never explained to me why I was treated that way.
Did you ever ask him why?
I'd considered it, but unfortunately, I never had the chance. After I was promoted to Paladin, and I'd moved on to my own squad, I received word that Krieg was killed at Adams Air Force Base. The news was like being kicked in the stomach. I mean, I'd lost some of my brothers and sisters before, but his death, well, it really got to me. It's taken me a long time to realize it. But the reason Krieg was so tough on me is the same reason I'm so tough on you. It's because I believe in you. And I don't want to see any of your potential go to waste.
I'm flattered that you have so much faith in me.
You've earned that faith by your own hand. Well, I've said what I had to say, and I hope that it meant something to you. I trust you'll keep this in confidence, of course. Some of that information was of a personal nature, and, well, I'd like to keep it that way.
Alright. Now, I mean, obviously there's no way of knowing if that is in fact why the guy was that hard on him. I mean...
Quite a bit of trash to pick through here.
Why not? It's as good as reason as any. But yeah, we learned a little bit about him. Now, apparently, I'm assuming that there's more bugs if I have a caution here. But even with this location being much smaller than I expected it to be, okay, if I have caution, though, shouldn't... Oh, no, now I'm back down to hidden. Probably should have, killed the one right next to me first, but... Oh my god, blood bug.
On the target. I'm not gonna make this easy for you.
Okay, they've got to be, like, underneath us, right? Yeah, go get a Danse.
For the Brotherhood.
Anyway. But yeah, there we go. We learned a little bit more about Danse. Honestly, probably one of the, weirdly enough, one of the least and yet most interesting companions there is because of his main quest line. Because obviously he's very much like a Brotherhood. Let's go, hoorah. We're the best. Screw everyone else type, you know. There we go. But once we actually get a little bit further into his personal, like once we get to like his personal quest, he actually becomes way more interesting.
What a horrible smell.
Oh fuck! What the hell? Hang on. Oh. Nope, that is in the game. There must be a radio on somewhere. I thought that there was somebody playing music. Oh, what are you going after now, Dan? I actually don't know what exactly it is he's attacking. Have they stealthed? So far, it's been bugs. I feel like they probably didn't stealth. Well, once again, they're bugs. All they are a big weak spot. They're just, well, I mean, big relative. Yeah. Ah, fuck. Been watching a new anime. It's called From Me to You, I think, is the English name of it. Damn it. Couldn't make that just like half an inch fucking wider so you don't fall off of it, eh? No. Pretty good so far. I mean, I'm at work less. Now I only work 4 days a week instead of 5, so I'm not making it through animes nearly as quickly as I normally do. But even if I was there, I still wouldn't have made it through this one yet because it's got 2 seasons, and the first season has 24 episodes to it alone. So it'll take me a bit to get through, but I'm fine with that. It's very much just like your standard. I say standard. Yeah, I'm gonna say more or less just standard romance, like high school romance show. I'm enjoying it so far. It's got some funny moments to it. The characters are all pretty good, and that, I mean, okay, so
That's it.
it's funny. Every single one of those had 2
Anything useful?
correct with it, but all of them had 2 different things correct. Okay, the door didn't open. Hello? Open door. There we go. A bunch of blood packs. I mean, I already have a bunch of blood packs at home. I picked them up because I use them more or less for decoration. Hey, permanently 2% more limb damage. I like those books. The limb damage books, those are good books. I like breaking the limbs. Alright. Sound. But yeah, the characters in that are all pretty funny. And the interactions with most of them
Nice.
are pretty good as well. Alright, all results from General Martine to be coded as normal or excellent. All abnormal results from base personnel to be batched to HR command for eval. All results from Miss Martine's blood work to be forwarded to the general at his request. Okay. Access analysis software done. Verified license failure. Software license expired 2,512 months ago. Please contact your technology or procurement supervisor. Alright, well, I don't feel like lockpicking, so let's just pop that open. Oh, can we get in here a different way? I don't see a different way, but it's got a button on the wall that they usually don't bother putting there unless you can. Huh. Anyway. Oh. But yeah, the anime there for me to you or whatever it's called. It like I said, I'm really enjoying it. The art style is I don't know. I don't really care for the art style. They do one of those things, and a few animes do this, and just like regular cartoons as well, where like the characters will change completely. Like they'll look like your standard anime characters, and then they'll do something like they'll get nervous or something, and all of a sudden they're like less detailed or something, you know, so that they can be like more expressive with it. I guess. I mean, it works. It's not generally something I prefer. I don't mind it too much on certain shows, but it's just like their standard animation or art style. I don't really care for like the one girl there who's supposed to be like the pretty one. I guess I don't. I guess right. She's supposed to be like the hot one. I'm assuming. Um, the way that they draw her lips is kind of weird on like the normal, like on her normal face. But when they go down into like the less detailed versions of it, and she just has like a round head, she has like her lips stick out like a fucking duckbill almost. You know, it's really weird. All right, let's see what's been going on in the exam. So much for doctor-patient confidentiality. Tree, that would be a weird password for this. Can't be new then. Gotta be whom? Nope, can't be whom. Yeah, it can.
I'm through.
Oh, I got the blood clinic password. Reassure patient of confidentiality. Draw blood per test order. Dismiss patient. Forward blood to the analysis lab on the second floor. If no aids are available, clearly mark incoming samples and deposit them in the lab refrigerators. Okay. George Martin, general, I'm assuming. Routine blood work. Elevated blood glucose, cholesterol. Consistent with prior test results, high diabetic risk, recommend weight loss, dietary improvement, exercise. Per standing order, report the CO's health as excellent. This one, James R. Justice, the sergeant. Routine blood work, vitamin D deficiency, blood pressure, consistent with high stress technical work, recommend R&R. Okay, that's fine. Ethan Thomas, pediatric blood culture, negative, patient likely suffering from flu, recommend bed rest, fluids, recheck in 2 days if fever unchanged, instruct aides to sanitize teddy bear. Cesar Lopez, standard STD, results negative. Okay. Private Lopez, you're clear. Where were you, though? Alexis Martin, a paternity test, PCR analysis closely matched patient. Patient reassured confidentiality. Results reported to CO per standing orders. Did a paternity test, eh? Match patient 2498. Oh, shit. Lopez. Naughty, naughty boy. Name, procedure, results. Kyle, I've stashed the chems in the blood storage room in the basement. They're in a cooler in the second fridge, third row, bottom shelf. The contact expects them tonight. Don't be late. Wrote this message. Oops. Somebody made an oops. 10mm pistol. Doesn't really give us a whole lot of detail. A lot of people would see that and be like, suicide. But, I mean, he's wearing a helmet. I mean, he's a soldier, so odds are he would have shot himself in the head. But if he was going to shoot himself in the head, somehow I doubt he'd wear a helmet. So I'm assuming he just had, although I was going to say he'd have the gun on him, and then when the bombs went off. I like how that bloatfly wasn't considered hostile for something. Good lord. Really? Damn it. See, this is why I don't shoot bugs.
That's how we do it in the Brotherhood.
This is why as soon as I see a bug, it's like, alright, let's go into vats. Because I can't for the life of me hit them. They are, without a doubt... I mean, if they did more damage, they would be the worst enemies in the game. I mean, trying to shoot them, they're definitely the worst enemies in the game. Because if you don't have, like, if you're not using bats for whatever reason, it's a giant pain in the ass to hit them. I guess you could shotgun them, but it feels like a waste because they always, like, they don't take too many shots. Okay, so the drugs are in, what, like the third refrigerator or something? Yeah, a lot of blood packs, but that makes sense. This is a blood clinic. That. Oh, whoops. Oh, this has got to be it. Yeah, it is the camp stash.
Got it.
Buff out. Jet. Psycho. Yeah, let's do that. And the reason why I'm taking the blood bug and bloatfly meat and that is because I want to put the animal heads or whatever back at my house, but I can't. I don't. I'm missing something from them because it's like not a useful thing to pick up otherwise, you know. Alright, on to... How long did that take, actually? I felt like that took forever, but it only took 20 minutes. Like, I don't know why I felt like that took forever. Maybe just because when I first walked up, I'm like, oh, this is going to be like a 5-minute place. And then it turned out to be more, but... Anyway, over here we go. I'm not getting anything on my bats to target. So that's good. But here we are at the Boston Mayoral Shelter. See a lot of dead guys. And having Danse with you is kind of oh, that requires a key. That's fine. I'm sure we can either find the key somewhere or there's a second way in. Well, actually, since it says requires key, we can find the key somewhere. Hoping that it's, you know, somewhere like close by. I don't know. Let's see what we got here. Oh. Or, you know, we can just unlock the door from here. I mean, that could also work. Who needs a key, right? I imagine there is still a key. And it's entirely possible that the key isn't here at all. And you can just get to... and you can just get the key somewhere else. And I mean, to be fair, it's also entirely possible that there is no key and that you're just supposed to go up there and unlock it. But if that were the case, I imagine it would say requires terminal, not requires key. I'd like to know why that guy's in a box. Seems odd. Well, unless there's some feral ghouls down here. Don't know what else could be. I mean, turrets, I guess, right? I mean, it is a shelter for a important person. Important in, you know,
This is
quote.
quite an unusual location.
Oh, I mean, I guess. Excuse me, Mr. Blue Laser. Excuse me. It's rare for a turret to be firing blue. Alright, well, let's see. Maybe this is connected to turrets. Hopefully it's connected to more than the one. Blood, no. The side, could be. No. Siege. Nope. Round. Nope. Slate? Nope. Must be rules then.
Sweet.
Alright, what do we got? Units connected, 1. Alright, well,
You're
no
pretty
point
handy
then.
with that terminal. Halen would be impressed.
Oh, yeah. No, I was going to say, I wonder if hacking is one of the things that can raise Dance's affinity with you, but no, that's... his affinity is raised, I do believe... Actually, I think that his affinity goes up if you just get into a power armor suit. But I think if you craft weapon and armor mods, it also raises his affinity. He's one of the ones where it's fairly easy. And if you really wanted to raise his affinity, you can do the same as you can do with a lot of companions. Which is really weird that this works. But if you go to a settlement, put all your companions in a settlement, take dog meat, shoot him, so that he goes down. Yes, that's right, I said shoot the dog. And then use a stim pack on him. Using the stim pack on him raises all of their affinity with you at once. Which, like I said, is weird. Because obviously, you would think that you specifically shooting the dog would lower their affinity with you if they like the fact that you heal it. But no, it does not. Okay, is this like a secondary entrance to the shelter? I mean, if I had fired back there, I saw the gas, it would have, like, the room would have exploded, but... Well, these two didn't make it. And I can see a mine next to that. Okay, there's the thought, that's a dead end. Oh, there's a basketball hoop down here. Or a basketball court. And a jukebox. Bunch of athletic gear. Bunch of oil on the floor too, but
Why would politicians need a sporting arena? Makes no sense.
speaking of politicians, watched a movie last night. Oh, good lord. Alien Apocalypse with Bruce Campbell. It was, well, it was a movie, alright. I mean, I've watched worse, for sure. Have I watched better? Of course. It was a Bruce Campbell movie. It...
Sweet.
I don't know how old the movie was, but I'm gonna say that either way it looked old. Like, if it was an older movie, it was fine for its time. I mean, like, the aliens in it didn't look right. They very clearly didn't fit in with the rest of the environment around them because of the CG that they had. Oh,
Destruction of fellow synth verified. Limb actuator.
Threat neutralized.
alright, so we got some synths, which is good, because I need a heavy right leg. No, I need a heavy right leg, dude.
I must end your existence.
Must you? I do like that Danse seems to be not controlling, attracting the synths.
Please stand still.
I mean, if I had that, what is it? Rooted, I think, is the perk. If I had that, standing still would be worse for you. Alright, teddy bear in a wheelchair. It's a very small wheelchair. Looks like it was literally made
Stealth
for the teddy bear.
capabilities. Fascinating.
Which, to be fair, considering that, this is a video game, it very well may have been something that they put together for that, just to have that little scene there.
They were wise to flee.
because I'm not sure that I mean, baby, basically, that would fit in that wheelchair would actually use a wheelchair. Because, I mean, if they're still small enough for a stroller, why wouldn't you just use a stroller,
Yes.
right? Alright, well, the fact that there's synths here is actually good. Because that means that I at least have a chance of getting my, heavy synth right leg that I need. Alright, well, this is a master lock terminal, which is interesting, but I'm assuming it just takes us into that room. Let's see. Radically. 3, eh? Oh, that gets rid of that option entirely. Great. No, there's way more than 3. Yeah, well, I mean, way more. There's only 4. Dud removed. Masterfully. Well, LLY. Let's see. MASTR. I mean, maybe.
Got it.
Yep. Open up this door, see what we got behind here. Supplies, obviously, but some bullets, grenades, meds. Oh, also, I did spend the skill point we got in the last part.
I think you should stay on point. Your instincts seem to be right on target.
Okay. I used it for another level in the solar powered perk so that when we're out in the sunlight, it'll heal our radiation, which is nice. I also like how whenever we find a book that isn't destroyed, what's that? Mr. Gutsy model kit. Boop. Now we made a Mr. Gutsy. That it's an overdue book from the library. Like the only books that survived, like nobody's personal book survived the nukes, just the library books. Like
Is someone present?
I am, but where are you? Oh, there's our magazine. Astoundingly Awesome Tales. Regenerate 1 point of health per minute. I did not realize that that's what that we had a magazine that did that. Obviously, 1 health per minute. It's not much. I mean,
Here's 2 nothing. Perhaps my
it's
sensor needs
something.
calibration.
They couldn't really make it more. Like, they couldn't make it a lot per minute. Otherwise, it would be too good. But, I mean, 1 per minute does seem a little low. But if you're running around exploring, I mean, you get out of, like, you clear out a location, and then as you're running around looting it, you heal,
That's it.
right? I mean, it's just one of those things that's purely made for, like, so that you don't have to heal in between fights, right? Also, I'm not sure where we got this key from. We must have picked it up at a different location, but I'm curious what location it was that we got a key for the bathroom in here, but not a key for the shelter itself.
Hi, sweetheart. I'm sorry it had to end this way. I tried to build a place where our children could live comfortably. You know, I'm a family man, and know our children come first. I'd do anything for them, even the expense of taxpayers' money. safe with one of the attendants. I forget his name. Anyway, goodbye, my darling. I love you and the children so much.
Alright, so obviously he built this place and then didn't want anybody else to come in. He built it for his wife and kids and probably a few other people, which is probably why he wanted the basketball court in that here if there's going to be kids, right? Get their exercise. Ow, ow, ow.
Hello.
This area seems to be in disarray. I wonder if this is recent.
But anyway, and then obviously, stuff started going down, so people started to break into the shelter because, it's like, oh, how greedy of you. You built this for yourself and you're not letting any of us in, which is
victim of violence.
completely understandable. But at the same time, you're breaking into it and wrecking it as you go. It's not going to be any good once you get in there, Oh, there's the safe key. Unfortunately, I already opened the save, but... but yeah, it's one of those things that I don't understand. And it's a realistic thing. Like, I have no issue believing that, where it's like, oh, we need to be helped too. It's like, yes, you do. But, it's like...
Movement detected. Curious.
Like, oh, I only have enough space to take so many people. And it's like, well, how do we decide? And it's like, it doesn't... It's like, take us all. Then we're all gonna die. I mean, and that's how a lot of them end up. It's like, people just can't understand that sometimes not everyone gets to make it. Well, let's see. I do see 3 wires coming off the back of it, but I'm goody. The tries were reset. But I'm assuming that the 2 red ones are the only turrets, and the other one probably leads to a door. Got removed. I think we've actually already taken it down. Oh no, we got 2 tries, and we nailed it. Database network secure. Oh, security door is the only thing actually connected to it. That's interesting. Considering I can see the red wires that are linked to the turrets, but apparently the turret, you can't control the turrets from that. I still don't like that you find like pipe weapons in places like this. Because it makes no sense. I mean, they would have had regular guns in here. They would have no reason to have pipe weapons, like improvised weapons in here. Is this where we came from? Yeah, it is, because then we went all the way around now. Went through the pipe. And then we didn't miss any other doors, I don't think. Maybe like where with the whiskey bottle where the fire extinguisher is supposed to go, though. I mean, there's one more synth.
Going up.
So this should open back into the...
Hostile sensor reading. Combat initiated.
So it spawned a synth up here when we went down. Alright.
Is someone present?
Oh, it spawned a lot of synths here.
Attacking human. Systems offline.
Damn it, I don't think any of these are... Oh, well, he was wearing a chest piece. But none of them seem to be high-level synths. I do believe that if you join the Institute, none of these synths would attack you. Turrets I'm not so sure about. They were firing blue lasers, but... Okay, well, we're going to go back in because there's 2 more holotapes down there that we obviously didn't get. But that should be all of the synths now. Oh, come on. And then hopefully we'll learn a little more about this place. Okay, so in a bedroom and near the basketball court is where they are. So I missed one in the bedroom. And obviously I missed one at the basketball court too. I mean, since I was down there and commented on the court. But let's see where they were. Bedroom. That's not a bedroom. That's not a bedroom. Danse, don't run into me. And still not a bedroom. Alright. Just double checking to make sure. I didn't think that that led into a bedroom, but I didn't want to not check it and then have it be the right way, right? Or the right one, right? Okay, bedroom. Table in the middle of the room. So probably not this bedroom since the middle of the room is clear, but
Excuse me, there is a
I'll
message.
do a quick peek on the tables anyway, just to make sure. Bathroom, that's another bathroom. Still no table in the middle room. This was clearly going to be the kids' room. Oh, here we go. Oh, I think I missed. Oh no, because I played with that terminal.
Found the mayor in the tub last night. Locked the door before the missus found him. Didn't want her to see him like that. I told her he'll be back soon and not to worry. In the meantime, I told her to take the children down to the utility room in the gym and wait for the all clear. Situation's getting out of control and we're outnumbered. It's only a matter of time before this place falls into chaos.
Oh, I don't think I came in here, did I? No, because I definitely would have taken the fusion
Why
core
would politicians need a sporting arena? It makes no sense.
for the kids to play.
Where are you, honey? I've been told to take the children to a safe place near the gym. Are you okay? The children are scared. This whole situation is my fault. I convinced you we needed all of this stuff if the worst ever happened. Now look at what's happening. All my fault. When you come back... Oh, hold on. Looks like the little one's hungry. It's okay, baby. Don't cry. It's okay. Mommy's here. Listen, when you come back, let's get out of here. Let them have this place. We don't need it. Love you, honey.
So yeah, obviously, you know, things didn't work out.
Hostile sensor reading
Oh, good lord.
detected.
Now I'm glad I came this way. You know, it's
Movement
weird
detected.
how few shotgun shells I have in comparison to, like, all the other bullets I have. Right, this pipe is a little steep. Wonder where all these synths were before. Like, what, and, like, I'm wondering at what point it triggered them to spawn as well, like. But anyway, that's the two locations that I wanted to get done, and it was one part's worth of locations, so that's good. Next part, we'll head further south, and we got 4 locations all around a lake that's there. And then after that, all we got left is into the glowing sea, unfortunately. So next part will be our last part without power armor for a while. While we're in the glowing sea, obviously we will do the main quest that's in there. But before we do the main quest that's in there, I would like to clear all the other locations first.
Synths are nothing but tech.
Just to have them done so that I don't need to go back if possible. But yeah, so if we look at our map here, next time we're going to head south. Obviously we already got a couple of locations cleared there, including one I didn't realize we had cleared. So I guess we only have 3 locations, including the lake itself, but I don't know how much there is there. There is at least one location that's but we're not even going to be picking up anything like important. Is like the worst part of it, right? But there's still a significant amount of locations within the glowing sea itself that we're going to be dealing with. So yeah, that'll be it for this part. Thanks everybody for watching, and I will see you next week for more.